Hey everyone, Alpha here. Hope you guys are having an awesome weekend. Thanks again for stopping by. I'm going to shift gears a little bit this week, and I'm going to do a review of the 2D platformer Ori and the Blind Forest. This game, although it looks like an indie game, is actually a Microsoft game developed by Moon Studios. I've been really impressed with this game so far. You play the game as Ori, a creature that slightly resembles Stitch from Disney's Lilo and Stitch, who also happens to be a daughter of the Spirit Tree. During a harsh storm, Ori is blown off and falls to the ground. Ori is discovered by a large creature named Naru, who adopts and cares for her. Late one night, the Spirit Tree, while trying to locate Ori, illuminates, accidentally killing all the children of the Dark Owl Kuro, save one unhatched child. Kuro, in return, attacks to save her last child, pulling the core of the Spirit Tree and essentially killing it, causing the forest to slowly wither and die, being consumed by the darkness. As their food source begins to disappear, Naru ends up starving, giving the last of his food to Ori, and with nowhere to go, Ori begins to wander, which is where our story begins. Your guide in this story is Sane, who happens to be the core of the Spirit Tree. Sane will follow you around and act as a guardian and guide in the story as you journey to find the elements needed to restore harmony to the forest and life to the Spirit Tree. You will need to restore the elements of water, wind, and fire, or warmth as it is referred to in this game. These will take you all over the expansive forest of Nabel. Ori and the Blind Forest is a bit cartoonish, but that doesn't take away from the beautiful artistry of the landscape, blended seamlessly with the dark elements of the corrupted lands, and the vibrant lights of the cleansed areas. The storyline is amazing, and all I can really say without giving too much away is, ouch, the feels, man. The feels. I can count on one hand the number of games that I've played that have drawn the emotions that this game made me feel. The only two that I can think of that come to mind where I felt as involved as I did with this game was Metal Gear Solid 4 and Final Fantasy VI, where Celes commits suicide. Those are the two games off the top of my head that this game really fits into that category perfectly. The gameplay is smooth, and there are very few bugs, and the soundtrack, while conveying emotions, is absolutely stunning. Listen for yourself. controls of this game are very responsive, and they do function well, but I do have a couple of minor complaints. First off, if you're going to play this game, it is highly recommended that you get a gamepad or controller of some kind. One of my biggest issues is there isn't an easy way to custom map out your keyboard, and this goes for the controller as well. The game is set up to play on an Xbox controller, and after the most recent update, I was playing on an aftermarket PlayStation controller, and it no longer works. I don't know if that's something they did intentionally or accidentally, but I had to go digging around in storage boxes to find one of my old 360 controllers, and it was just kind of a minor inconvenience. Small gripe, I guess. It does need to be stated that it is possible to do custom mapping of your controller by holding down Shift and double-clicking to launch the game. But I found it very confusing and ended up just realizing it wasn't worth the hassle. Since you can't really do custom mapping on the keyboard using Shift to drag objects because of problems, since you sometimes run into the issue of accidentally bringing up the sticky keys option. This is something that can be disabled, but it's still a minor inconvenience. The price of this game is great. I picked it up on Steam for around $20, and I have put at least 4 hours into the game. I'm still only about a third of the way done also. For the price, there's a lot of content to the game. You might be able to speed through it faster than I did, but I really took my time and enjoyed the game. The game is challenging, as a platformer should be, but I only found myself stuck at a couple of points, frustrated, trying to get past a couple of checks. Games should be challenging, but not everyone out there is an ultra-competitive gamer, and I think this game finds a perfect blend of challenge and enjoyment. And especially, like I said before, you're going to find yourself getting lost in the soundtrack and the storyline. I actually had a really hard time putting this game down. This is a game I'd recommend to just about anyone, honestly. Whether you're casual or hardcore, if you like platformers even a little bit, I promise you this game is worth every penny. I really hope you guys found this information useful, and I appreciate you visiting my channel. If you enjoyed it, do me a favor. Toss me a like, share, or follow. And remember, you can always follow me on Twitter and check out my live streams as well. Thanks for visiting. Take it easy. Alpha out.